What's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome to the King M.E show. I'm one half of this thing, King.
Hey y'all, it's me, Michelle. How y'all doing?
We here at the King M.E show attempt to offer a real outlook on a healthy relationship. Real being relatable,
Entertaining
accountable.
and loving.
I am your friendly U.S. Air Force veteran. Michelle is the veteran lover.
that
She is
that
your
I'm gonna get a shirt that says that. Veteran lover.
she is your friendly business teacher out here.
Neighborhood teacher.
And for those of y'all that are new to us, welcome. We have been in a relationship for roughly 3.5 years now. And the purpose of our live stream is to showcase and talk about all things modern dating and relationships, highlighting what's occurring, what people are talking about,
Yep.
offering some advice from our perspective, and facilitating a conversation
Facilitating
around it,
conversation.
but from a non-scandalous manner. There are a lot of content creators out
Scandalous.
there and people who will, talk about all of the scandalous things. That's not us. We ain't about that life. We don't have that kind of energy.
Nah, we too old for that.
Yes, I told you the other day that I was like 8 years away from 50, and something about saying that really hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm looking forward to it though. I am looking forward to gracefully aging into 50.
I love that for you.
You should love that for me.
I am looking forward to loving on a 50-year-old man.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's why you gotta go. I almost said something out loud.
Yep.
That when I heard it in my head,
Nope.
it did not sound right. So I won't finish that statement.
Okay.
But how are y'all doing? Let us know where you are tapping in from. Let's get the marketing stuff out the way real quick. First of all, we have a website, thekingandmeshow.com.
King M.E show.
Go to there. It's in the description. So it's like our link tree.
All of it is.
Sign up for our newsletter. We do giveaways where we give away merchandise and we give away cash. Last month, somebody won a $50 Amazon gift card, and I struggled to be able to give those $50 away.
I mean, it took forever, but someone did get it.
We are also streaming across multiple platforms. So tap in and let us know that you're there by hitting the like button and or commenting. Since this is a live stream, we can see y'all's comments. So if you have something to say or add to the conversation, post it, put it down in the live stream, and we'll highlight that and bring it up. And we are also simulcasting on W.T.F Nation Radio,
Thank you.
Perry Production,
Yep.
and in partnership with Creation Station as well. So we out here doing things.
We in these streets.
We are in these streets. Today's topic is going to be about why do you want to be in a relationship and why is it hard to find one? And when we really looked at the stuff that we've talked about in the past, I looked at it and was like, you know what? We haven't really discussed the why. Like, why be in a relationship? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the pros. Let's talk about the cons of a relationship because it ain't all peaches and cream.
It is peaches and cream.
Oh.
You must be eating better
Why
peaches.
are you going to be so difficult?
I'm not going to be difficult. I'm going to be honest. It's all peaches and cream.
Rotten peaches. Sometimes. I'm just saying.
I'm like looking at you.
Don't pick at my beard.
What?
Let's see if we got any comments in the building. Let me make sure I do this right. So I'm able to display things on the chat for horizontal, but vertical, I ain't got y'all. You know, actually, I do have y'all chat set up. Let's see. Hey, we do have y'all's chat set up. So we got the chats over here. WTF Nation Radio. I'm gonna have to fix y'all's. And then let me make sure that the other chat's ready to be displayed. And we're good to go. So let's get rocking. First of all,
what's up?
Why do you want to be in a relationship?
Because I want someone that I can spend my life with and grow old with, travel, explore, do new things. And I want someone who's going to challenge me. Like, there are things that I don't see within myself that I believe you see within me, and you push those things to come to the surface. And I desire that.
Why do you desire it? Why though? At the bottom of your soul, why do you want that?
Because I believe that man was not meant to be alone. We were meant to spend life with someone, and I want that companionship. Like, I don't want to do the things of this world by myself. It's not as much fun. Talking to yourself looks really, really bad in public. But if I were talking to you in public, it doesn't look that bad
Why don't you talk to an AI chatbot then?
because they can't hug me. They can't hold me. They can't give me good massages when my shoulder is tight.
Hmm. Sounds like a utility.
No, because I love that person and I strengthen them. So I believe iron sharpens iron. So what you give to me, I give back to you.
Okay. All right.
Why didn't you want to be in a relationship?
Oh, very specific question. All right. Let's back up. After my divorce, after my marriage ended in divorce,
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't see value in a relationship initially. And you could say because, well, maybe, and I met some incredible people that I saw nobody really bringing value to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, could I have been looking at it through a lens of I felt as though I got used before?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm just looking at people as, how is this woman trying to use me? Maybe, but that doesn't apply for everybody. And to the people that I met that I am still friends with, I'm still friends with them for a reason. There wasn't anything there romantically, but platonically, they're dope people. But I didn't see a reason to want to get into a romantic relationship with anyone because I felt like I don't need one. I don't need one. And I was like, if I needed to get things that I couldn't do for myself,
Mm-hmm.
there are ways of the supply and demand.
Cool.
If the supply is there, or if the demand is there, and the supply is there, then it was just simple economics of making that happen. So economically, I could still get certain needs taken care of.
Okay.
So we got a couple of comments and things in the building, and I'd like to see if I could highlight a few. Shout out to LD Smith. Said, "Hey y'all, appreciate you popping in." We got over at WTF Nation Radio. It took me 3 tries, but I found the one that gets me and all of my quirks, and I've been together 15 years.
Oh, I love that for
3 tries. So is this the third try, or is this after number 3 and number 4 was the right one? Maybe it's my reading comprehension.
No,
How are you
it
reading
can
that?
read either way.
Okay. And see, to the person that put this, I'll just say Michael or Mike. After those first initial tries, were you burnt out from trying? How were you able to determine that that last person,
Oh, it was the
or
third.
that the
Okay.
or that the current person was the one that get you in the craze? Because let's stay here for a minute. We haven't even really gotten into the meat and potatoes, but this is good.
But Michael had a good point. Yeah.
Let's stay here for a minute. And he said that this is the third.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for clarifying. It is vital that you present yourself as who you are, quirks and all. I told her from day one, very early on, when we were like, you know what, let's explore this thing past the friendship. Like, this is me. This is who I am. This is the good and the bad as expressed to me from other people, right? Because I think it can be difficult for you to understand your own bad things. So sometimes, like, yes, you can observe, okay, this guy's kind of quirky in this area, but if you accept that, the people that can accept your quirks, I think, are the ones that you should explore something with because they know what you're about and they've chosen to accept it.
I'm gonna be real honest. I think either no one told me, including you, or I didn't believe, but you're stubborn.
I feel like it was mentioned early on
Was it
because that's a top thing that people will, if you say, what are some things about King that I should be aware of?
though?
The stubbornness is going to be the first thing out of most people's mouths.
But I also think to an extent, some people didn't want to scare me off. So, like, I wonder if they did leave with that. Like, I'm not saying information was withheld.
or maybe you didn't ask the right
I don't.
questions.
Maybe I didn't ask the right questions.
I need for you to talk while I bring something up here.
Sure. So that was probably the one thing. King is right. He did. He explained a lot of things to me. He talked to me about his heart condition because he feared that that might be something to kind of run me away. Like if I truly understood the depth of what was going on with his heart, that I wouldn't want to be with him. So he did explain that. Excuse me. Let's see. He talked to me about his child, the divorce that he had, the fact that he didn't want to remarry, the fact that he didn't want to have kids, his religion, like all those big things. And in hindsight, like I wonder if he was trying to scare me away or if he was just trying to make sure I fully understood what I was getting into before I got into it. Either way, I'm grateful for the explanation of those things so that I could prepare myself mentally for being in a relationship with him. I'm very, very grateful for that.
No, it wasn't about scaring you off. For me, it was important, and this is the selfish thing. You should have all of the available information up front for you to determine at that point, right? Because it's hard to really get to know somebody until you spend a good, significant amount of time with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted you to be able to make that decision up front that if I was really stubborn, well, at my extreme level of stubbornness, can you be okay with some things when I get to that point? And vice versa. Like I wanted to really understand how you view things, how if you got emotional, how emotional are you going to be about certain things? And do I have the capacity to be able to handle that the same way that you would need to understand your capacity level to be able to navigate my stubbornness?
But your stubbornness is for a reason. And I don't think that that was something that, people would know to say. Like, I believe in a why. There's a why for everything. There's a why for why we do every single thing. And if I know your why, I can understand the behavior.
Mike added the follower said, "My first wife wanted the officer's life. Problem
Oh.
was he was enlisted. Dude."
Ooh.
And then it said, "Second wife was after military service, and I had some PTSD issues which were ignored." And you know what?
That's sad.
That can be something that if it happens and the parties aren't aligned with being able to understanding what that is, sometimes the healthier thing to do is for that to dissolve
Yeah.
if it hasn't, if the work hasn't been done by all parties involved. And I know a couple of my our federal veterans
Uh-huh.
who have had that happen. And actually, just recently, I won't say the name, but he's been on one of my Chats with Dads live streams. Him and his wife have reconnected. They
Mm.
were married,
Oh, okay,
got
yeah, yeah.
divorced,
Mm-hmm.
got remarried, and are married to themselves for the second time.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he will admit was he had some PTSD things that he was struggling with that wasn't treated.
Mm-hmm.
And when it got treated, they reconnected and have found love in each other all over again. And they've been through the ups and downs. Matter of fact, he had a dedication post where he talked about um, a lot of the, being there through thick and thin and what that really truly means. In
I
our
love that.
short relationship,
Mm-hmm.
we've had some thick issues, not really a lot. There are going to be some major ones that, there's only what two things certain in life: death and taxes. And we're going to hit those uh not milestones. The milestones make it sound like it's glamorous, but like those events in life are
Yeah.
going to hit us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be where we see how we show up for each other when things like that happen. But we've already shown up for each other in other ways. I've had a major surgery. You've had a major surgery.
I mean, mine wasn't that major. Yours was your heart. Like that's something totally different.
Oh, surgeries are major,
Fair.
so much so that you were even like, because you don't like to do certain medications. And I'm like, no, if there's a reason to knock me out for something, knock me out. Especially when you say surgery.
So I do want to acknowledge Paul Bennett's in the building. He did say that he agrees with you, and I cannot find it. He said that he agrees with you that you do have to lay things out initially and completely put yourself out there for that. So
Yep, right
thank you,
here. It
Paul.
says it's good to put your cards on the table right away. And on WTF Nation Radio, Mike said the same thing. Mike said third wife was given full disclosure and it's worked out.
I love that. But what I love most about that, and Michael, I don't even know you, but what I love is that you didn't give up.
I, I would have. After
I
two,
know that's what I'm
like,
saying.
if this didn't work out,
That's what I'm saying to him.
ain't
I'm
no
glad
third.
he didn't give up. Honey, we've talked about this.
You've already said ain't gonna be no third either way.
we we in that like swimwear, baby. It's me and you.
I love it.
Me and you. Okay.
It's me and you. Doom, boom, boom, don't, boom, don't.
I don't know the song, so we
Just me and you. I might be putting
okay.
two songs.
You are.
Okay.
But see, and that's why it's us. That's why it's us. Like, come on, the shirts and everything. Like, this is us. We in here like swimwear, baby. It's me and you.
Bet. All right. Well, let's get into some of the topics that
Sure.
tend to be why people say that they want to be in love or what they're actually saying or want to be in a relationship. And the first thing, this is one of the obvious ones, and I think y'all will get this, is some people want love, but they're actually wanting validation.
Ooh.
And it's not the same thing.
Not the same.
It is not the same thing
at all.
People want to feel chosen, desirable, and important. And I can say for me, after my divorce, when I was out here in these proverbial streets, so to speak, looking, I wasn't really trying to find somebody that I felt like, okay, this is going to be the next Mrs. Smith. I was saying that, but my actions were more about finding somebody that liked me because I wanted to feel like I was still desired. It's like, okay, my last marriage did not work out. And there were several reasons why. And in the end, it was like, but she didn't want me anymore. I want to be wanted.
And see, I think that's the thing. Like, we hear so often on television and stuff like that, mainly television. I won't say social media, but they'll say the best way to get over a person is to get under another person. Basically meaning if your relationship with person A didn't work out, it's okay. There's a whole entire alphabet to go from. From there, just move on to the next person. And what we don't realize is if we don't heal from the breakup with that first person, all we're carrying into that second relationship or that next relationship is the desire to be validated. We want whatever that other person didn't see in us, we want to make sure that this next person sees in us. So we're going to go out of our way, be extra flamboyant with everything that we do to make sure that this person is seeing what we think the other person missed.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we move from that love thing, love being, giving, patience, kind, basically what the Bible talks about when it defines the definition of love. We move from that to this whole, I need you to give me attention. I need you to shower me with compliments. Mm-hmm. And I need you to reassure me that I am wanted, that I'm desired, that like you find me absolutely devastatingly gorgeous or devastatingly handsome, and that you want to be with me.
Yep.
And I think that is unhealthy when you put that much pressure on any other person and say, I need you to validate what I should already believe in myself.
Agreed. Now, here's the thing. Like, when love is present, that person shows up for you. Mm-hmm. And they're consistent. Mm-hmm. That is one thing that nobody cannot say about you.
Look, let me tell you. I wish somebody would.
Is that you are consistent with how you shown up with me. And I want to thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome, baby.
I want to thank you for that. That, like, seeing that, I'm telling you right now, look, y'all. I
know you about to say something smart.
No, this is good. Like, I want to highlight something that you've done, and likely other people. Like, Paul's been in the marriage game for over 3 decades, or
We always get it mixed up, Paul. Like,
Yeah.
we know the ending number. It's that first digit that we be forgetting.
And it's likely one of the things when we met him and his lovely wife, one of the common threads that I've heard is just that consistency in showing up, plain and simple. And that's love right there, right? When it goes into that attention and that validation, when that validation's gone, how do you feel about that person then? Right?
You don't typically want to be with that person anymore. Once you feel like they're not validating you, you're like, oh, they don't see me, they don't understand me, that type of stuff. No, they're just not validating whatever you felt you needed. And I know I talked about the Bible, so I did want to pull the scripture up. It's 1 Corinthians 13. I always say 4 through 8a, where it says that love is patient. Sorry, this is the New King James Version, so bear with me. It says, love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. It does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. And I think if you can say that that happens, then that's definitely love. And when I think of you, I think of 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8a.
Oh.
Every single word. And I get it. A better version probably would have been better to pull up for that. But that's definitely what I think of when I think of you. Like, that is who you are. You are patient. You are kind. You don't hold on to negative deeds from the past. Could it be that you just can't remember them? Probably, but whatever.
That's hilarious.
Here we are.
That's funny. That's good.
You endure all things. Like, you go through whatever I'm going through, you go through it with me, whether you are serving as a listening ear or whether you're giving me advice and support to help carry me through. You will sit with me through the doctor's appointments. You'll sit with me in my moments of I may be a little bit worried. I may be a little bit anxious. You're right there by my side. So when I think of what the Bible defines love to be, what society defines love to be, when I think of all the definitions that people give of love, you were still the only person that comes to my mind.
Okay. And look, there's a lesson in that. If that sounds like a lot for you, that's not your person.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, like, when I'm hearing it, I was like, man, that sounds like a lot. But, like, translated to me, that's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look at it that way. If the person that you with, you go, ugh, when you're thinking about them, or if they say something to you and it's like, this is too much, then that's not your person.
Yeah.
There was a comment here and it was cut out, but I want to highlight it. Mike said, when we weren't looking to marry. She got pregnant and there were complications from the pregnancy.
Aww.
We got married for the insurance, pathetic nowadays, but by communicating, and then the rest went away, and I wished I had it up because it doesn't fully show it here on the app. Oh, you know what I can do? I can bring it up this way. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because I was about to say I can't see the rest of it myself.
There. It's coming up. Give me a second. Are there any other chats actually that we could highlight?
I mean, I don't think you want me to highlight this one, but shout out to Holly Leanne, who's in the building. Thank you so much for joining us. Holly said, or excuse me, she asked, so when's the wedding?
Huh?
Yeah, but you don't want me to highlight that comment.
I mean,
Holly
is marriage.
First of all, thank you so much for joining us, Holly. Thank you so much. And King's response was, is marriage really necessary? But it's
it
going
go
to
back that far.
Oh,
yeah.
dang it.
All
right. I'm sorry, Mike. Michael, we couldn't see the rest of your comment. I apologize. It cuts off at but by communication and we can't see after that. So if you could remember and reshare, that'd be great. If not, don't even worry about it. Holly Leanne, thank you again for joining us. Thank you.
Oh, come on. There's a block. Give me a second. I gotta go block somebody in the chat.
Okay. So again, we're live and we can't control what people are gonna write live, but my amazing man can control what displays. So he's gonna make some edits on that. But I just want to say, like, when I say that stuff to you, that's 100% what I mean. You are, I believe 100% you are the answer to my prayers. You are the person that I did not think that I could love,
Oh,
but you are the one for me. You're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Darling, the one that I want. And I'm grateful for you. So I could keep going forever. It's a musical. I could keep going forever.
go just a little bit more, please.
I'm not going to sing the rest of the song. We will lose
Oh,
all the
please
visitors
don't.
that we have. But what I will say is this: I think it's the conscious decision. You make the conscious decision how you're going to show up to someone, and if you can't make the conscious decision how you're going to show up to someone, then that means that you most likely don't need to be in a relationship at that point. And I think some people, when they are moving from a hurt relationship into another relationship, they're not thinking about how they're showing up in that relationship. One thing my pastor said years ago is that hurt people hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are coming fresh out of a relationship, and just so you know, Michael reposted his comment. If you're coming straight out of a relationship and you are still hurt, consciously or subconsciously, by what that person did, then that is exactly what you're going to display. You're going to hurt that next person that you're with.
Okay, and Mike, thanks for re-putting that comment. Michelle, can you read it?
All right, it says, but by communication about everything, and I mean everything, we made it work and are both very happy together. And I am so happy for you. Like I love to hear that. I do genuinely feel bad that it took 3 tries to get there. Let you know your third one, but three's my favorite number, so I feel like you're like right there. So, but no, very very happy for you. I hope everything worked out with the that particular pregnancy. You said that it was difficult, so I hope everything worked out with that. And I'm so glad to hear that 15 years later, you are still happily in love and you still choose her. So that's awesome. Congratulations.
Next up here, one of the things that's commonly said, right,
Mm-hmm.
is uh, I want someone.
Mm-hmm.
But what their actions are doing and what they're really saying and what they mean is that I don't want to be alone.
Oh, I got words for this.
Ooh, go ahead.
One of the things, and I'll admit, so I'll be 40, Lord willing, in September. And one of the things that I learned in my 20s was to date myself. And I learned a lot by dating myself. One of the things that I learned is that I am a cheap date. It does not take much to entertain me. You can take me out to the park, and if it's just time with me and you, and
Those of y'all on vertical, y'all can't see the
you can
comments.
see,
But Mike said 5 is my limit, but I'm stopping at 3.
I love it. Um, you could take me out for a date for a walk in the park, and as long as it's just the two of us and we are holding hands, it doesn't matter what the weather is. I will be happy and content like you just took me on $1 million excursion, because it does not take me much. It does not take much to make me happy. Like I just get super excited at the thought of spending time with the person that I love. I'm a very cheap date, but I learned that when I was dating myself. So when I spent time going out and truly exploring what made me happy, when it was just me and I didn't have to worry about pleasing anyone else, I learned what brought me joy. And I think that that's what people need to do. If you can go out and enjoy time by yourself, then you are ready to be in a relationship, because you need to understand what it's like to be alone and really, really be alone and not feel like you need the company of someone else. Can you go out to dinner by yourself? Can you go to a movie by yourself? Can you go to a large crowded event by yourself? Can you do these things by yourself? Because if not, and you need someone in order to do all of that, then you don't want a partner. You don't want a lover. You want someone who's going to accompany you places. You want a companion.
Wow, bars. Bars. I don't have anything to add to that. That's exactly what I would say. It was a level up for me when I realized like I could go to a steakhouse. I could go to Fogo de Chao and just sit down and not feel like, oh, I'm by myself. Other people must be looking at me like
Mm-hmm.
he's pitiful and pathetic. No, like peace by myself. and enjoying some and enjoying some good meat. Pause.
Oh,
I,
so I will say, okay, so there's maybe one place that going by yourself would look kind of odd. What if you go to one of those like Kobe, is it Kobe? Like one of the places where they fix your food in front of you and like they grill it on the tabletop. What's
like
that
the
thing? Hibachi.
hibachi.
Hibachi. Okay, going there by yourself may look a little bit weird because they about to seat you with 7 other people that you've never met before in your life.
And I'm about to make some new friends.
Right. So if you have that perspective, then okay, it's fine. You're good. But I can see how some people may be like a little bit scared to go out by yourself. But don't be scared. Think about it this way. If you don't want to spend time with you, why would someone else want to? You really, really do need to get to know yourself and spend time with yourself.
We got a question that Paul asked, but why is not wanting to be alone a bad thing? God said it was not good for a man to be alone, and he hit us with the shrug emoji. I'll
Wait,
let you take this one.
where's the
Said,
question?
but why is not wanting to be alone a bad thing? God said it was not good for man to be alone.
I agree. You should hold up. Why is not wanting to be alone? So you want to be with someone.
Yeah, I want to be with somebody, but a lot of people phrase that as wanting to be with somebody is a bad thing. Like if you're wanting to be with somebody versus being by yourself.
No, I want to clarify, Paul. Not wanting to be with someone is not a bad thing. That's not what I'm saying. But if your only reason for being with someone is
It's so
so that you're not alone, that's the problem. Not wanting to be alone, you're right, the Bible does say that. It is right there in Genesis that God did not create man to be alone, that he had to find a helpmeet, someone that was suitable to Adam, so that it wasn't just all the animals who had their own partner and someone equitable to them, but so that Adam himself could have someone who was equitable to him. You're right, 100%. However, even when God created Eve, he didn't just create Eve so that Adam wasn't lonely anymore. He created Eve for a purpose in that relationship with Adam. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some people who just want to, yep, and throw away the key, sir. There are some people who just want to be in a relationship so that they can say that they're not alone. Like, I just want someone to come sit with me on the couch so that I'm not alone. But what are you doing? Like, are you wanting to grow with that person? Are you contributing to that person's life in some way, shape, or form? Why is that a problem? Because it's one sided. I believe that when someone gets with someone else and their sole reason for wanting to be with them is so that they themselves are not alone, then that's a one sided relationship.
Unlocking this, Eve is the reason why we're here today.
No, honey.
Moving on.
Okay, so your interpretation of the Bible, sir, is one sided because Adam was right there when Eve took that fruit from the serpent, and he had every.
Define right there. What like
we read the scripture. We did that one time on the show.
Was Adam sitting right here, like how you are to me, and she reached over.
The serpent tempted her, and she did it, and he ain't say nothing. He was sitting right there, which is why they both got consequences.
Maybe Adam was over here looking this way.
No.
She's right here. Hold on.
No.
She's grabbing it, and she bites of the forbidden fruit while Adam is sitting over here minding his Adam own business with his fig leaf on. Oh no, he wasn't even wearing fig leaves at the time because they weren't about that nudity life. Like they were just
they were nude. They were just nude.
Yeah,
because they didn't know that they were naked. They didn't know that.
But then she bit, and then she was like, "Hey, try this out," and then gave it over to her.
He didn't do the job that he was supposed to do.
If he's over here being in peace. Not looking.
No.
And she listens to the serpent. Which,
no, sir.
Which like the serpent is what these modern day ladies.
Okay, so then here's the thing, right? So, man, why were you not paying attention to your woman that some other dude could just slide up in her DMs like that and start talking to her and tempting her away from stuff?
Because I'm over here. You should be. You should already know.
You weren't giving the attention to your wife like you should have been. Y'all don't pay us no.
Oh man,
Paul, if the feeling is mutual, then there's no problem.
Shout out to Christopher. Said, hey brother, hey Christopher, appreciate you tuning in. Time is in the building as well. What up? We got a
Hi,
celebrity in the
Tom.
building. Time actually just commented too, said, Queen, Eve took Adam's love for granted by deceiving him by listening to the devil. So how much did Eve truly love Adam? Because manipulation and deceiving is not love.
You're supposed to be on my side.
Yes. Thank you, Tom. Give you a salute, good sir. We would way off. It is. It's always my fault.
I love you though.
Let's see. You know what? Let's get to the question here. Would you still want a relationship if you were completely fulfilled
That's not why I'm laughing.
alone? What else did somebody say?
No, this.
Let me put it up. See if I can catch it fast enough.
Oh,
This one,
yeah.
reason men can't ever figure out what women want to eat. Yes.
I'm crying over here.
Hey, the comments are coming
The
in
comments
great.
are on point tonight.
That's
I love it.
awesome.
And then I will say that Paul responded and said, the assignment was given to both Adam and Eve, not just one or the other. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Question regarding
What are we on now?
chasing relationships versus running from loneliness. Would you still want to be in a relationship if you were completely fulfilled alone? Here's my take on that question. I was fulfilled alone. You came along, showed me value, and I wanted to keep that value around.
Better.
Yes.
So just say that part. So that they hear it and it's not just like from me. So go ahead.
No, I gotta say it.
That part.
No, I gotta say it the way that I said it because
that's fine.
It's important for people to understand that when they're looking at someone, if that person's not bringing value to you, run. No,
but like repeat the part like about me though, just like me.
Which part? I said that you brought value to me.
Aww. Clip that, like frame it.
Christopher said, I'm happy alone. And look, I was too. I got to a point that once I got through therapy and I understood the things that I needed to work on myself, I was completely happy alone. I wasn't longing for a relationship. And you know what's actually kind of frustrating? I'm just going to say this. Like, the person that put us in the same room.
Shout out to you. Thank you, boo.
Saw the happiness in me. Probably saw the happiness in you, right? Well, no,
I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, no, that's funny. That's actually hilarious. But I didn't want to lose my point from laughing.
Go ahead.
And was like, you know what? These are two happy individual people. Let's put them together in the room, and that's essentially what happened, right? Because I don't think she would have recommended me to you if I was miserable in life.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think she respected me enough to not put you with me if you were miserable with what was going on with you. So in that aspect, if you are completely fulfilled, you can certainly be happy by yourself. Like, I make a choice to be with you.
I know.
If you weren't in the picture, I'd be okay. I can say that way and mean that with my chest. So that says a lot about you.
You're welcome.
Nice.
All right.
Where are we at here?
Shout out to Michael. Michael said that he thought that after number 2, he didn't need anyone. Only to find out that with number 3, this one is the keeper.
Hey, salute.
Again, I love that. I love that.
All right. You know what? I don't like doing this part, but I think we should want to support the show. Send us a cash app at the King M.E Show.
Yes, and feel free to check out our website as well, thekingmeshow.com.
All right, next point. There's what people say that they want versus what they actually choose. And this one right here is, I say, 7 out of 10. When people are looking for a relationship, this is 70% what I see. And when people complain, I go, well, why did you pick that person? You say you want this God-fearing man. You want somebody who's going to love me, who's going to show up for me, who's going to support me and things like that. And then you'll say that. And then what I think people should do is when they're talking about what they want, I think the other part of that, what does that person get from me? And you should be realistic about what you offer. Like, for example, if you wanted a man that, oh, I need a man that I know can go out and build me a house. I ain't that guy.
You not know you can't go build me an ark real quick.
I can't go out and build an ark real quick.
Okay.
And put that ark
Makes
onto a
note to
river
self.
and
Okay.
float.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that guy. Am I the guy that can go hire the contractor to go build that boat? Absolutely. But I'm not a builder. Not like that, like not with my hands type thing, right? So I understand what my strengths and weaknesses are. And if I were to go out and what I said that I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
if I were to be in a relationship with somebody who supports me. Like if I were to simply say, King, what is something that you want in a person? And this was before you and I got together. The chief thing I would have said, besides somebody that ain't gonna get on my nerves, but I say that as a joke. The real thing is, I like somebody who's supportive. Like, you don't have to like everything that I do, right? But from time to time, show support in whatever way that that means, right? It could mean that, hey, do you have everything that you need for XYZ, even if you can't physically go or whatever? And, or just when I come back from something, like if it's an event, hey, how was the event?
Mm-hmm.
And just, and you don't even need to really understand what it is that I'm talking about, but you're supportive enough in the things that like matter for me to even just ask me about that.
Right.
In some relationships, I didn't get that.
Mm.
When I felt as though I was supportive of, other people in ways that um they express matter to them.
Mm-hmm.
So you've done that since day one. If that stopped, we'd have a problem. We would have a fundamental problem.
And I get that. I understand that. When I think of this, I think of me and I think of, and I'm just going to say a viewer because I don't want to put the person's name out there. I remember when I was in my 20s, I had this list of what I wanted a man, a Tribe Called Harris. Look, all the celebrities popping in tonight. Hey, y'all. I had this list of like what I wanted in the perfect man. And like when I tell you, it was the most asinine juvenile list you can think of. It truly, truly was. I feel like that list showed my immaturity and my brokenness more than it showed any real faith or healing or anything of that matter. So, what I will say is this: I know that we do have someone who watches our live stream who had this list of what they were looking for in a partner, and they actually prayed over that list. And it turns out when they linked up with their partner, they were able to get a partner who met the majority of that list. And I think that there is a big difference between what you say is a non negotiable and you choose to be with someone who goes against that non negotiable versus you saying, this is what I want, and then going with someone who's not on that list. So for me, some of the things on my want became less and less realistic as I got older. Like for me to be, and I know I said I'm almost 40 now, but for you to be like 45, 50 years old and to say you want a partner who has never been married and has no kids, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I am saying exactly it's a needle in a needle stack. Like it is a very, very, very limited chance that that's actually going to happen. Again, not impossible because nothing is impossible with our God, but to say that it's a very, very small chance. Um, and those were like some of the things that I had at 25 years old, thinking not specifically that, but just like certain things that were on my list, and I can't recall all of them, but some of them, it I needed to mature and grow in order to realize what was truly important and what truly mattered. And I think that there's a difference between your what you're willing to accept evolving versus you just settling for something so that you're not alone, and it goes completely against your non-negotiables.
All right, well then, question for you then, because this is something that maybe could help somebody. How did you get that self awareness to be able to understand that?
Therapy.
Okay, okay,
So first of all, I had this idea that as a 30-something-year-old woman, that I was really going to find someone who had never been married and didn't have any children, um, and that person and that person alone was going to be my soulmate. And I don't believe, yeah, I wasn't going to say it was you, but if you brought that it was you, if you brought up that was it was you, that was something totally different. Um, I had that, and I remember going into therapy and my therapist saying that's not realistic. Like, you should not completely saying, Michelle, that's just dumb. But saying that that's not
that's how I would say
realistic.
something.
That's why you're not my
That's
therapist.
why, yes.
Um, that's not realistic, and you should expand your horizons, because I could meet someone like you who is not fresh, newly divorced, and you don't have an infant child. Like, there's a difference. Would I have dated someone back then who had like a 5-year-old? No. Versus someone who had a 16-year-old daughter? Totally different situation.
Holly over at WTF Nation said, "Y'all make it sound easy, but I'm terrified." It's
Ooh.
we're skipping over a lot because
Of time?
it's not easy.
Yeah, it's not
It's
easy.
not easy.
Ooh,
Like,
please.
there are several stories in between Michelle and my divorce that I could get into. We just don't have enough time over a 1 hour live stream to cover. But there were a lot of bad that, like, before I took myself off the dating market.
Hmm.
Part of that though was I was telling myself that I am a good catch,
You are a good catch.
but I wasn't fully healed with all of the things that I needed to heal.
Hmm.
So it was good that I did at least have the self awareness to go, I'm gonna take myself off the market completely because
Yeah.
WTF is going on here,
Okay.
and that was a good thing. Um, be, because Holly, it's really not easy. But if you at least carry with you some core things about yourself,
Mm-hmm.
the other equation to that, and Paul shared his story with us when we met him in person, was putting yourself out there
Yeah.
to find the thing that aligns with what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, in order to get that, it is going to take time and putting yourself out there and meeting people. And a good 80% of people are not going to be compatible with you, but you're not going to know that unless you do put yourself out there.
All right, so I'll let you pull up the comment that we just got from Susan. Hey, Susan. While I respond to Holly. So, Holly, I'm a business teacher. I don't know if you know this, but there's this video, and I cannot think of who it is. But if you go like search through YouTube, I'm sure you'll find it. It's this guy. He's Asian, and he talks about his 100 days of rejection. He wanted to be able to like learn how to lessen the feel of rejection, and as such he went on this 100-day journey to experience rejection. And he said it was like you, he said, he was terrified, it was very nerve-wracking at the beginning, but what he learned from it is he learned how to take that no, take that rejection, and what he needed to do to improve and to better himself. So I say that to you to say this: it is terrifying. When the person who introduced us said that she has someone that she wanted me to meet, she told me to show up. I didn't know the background conversation that she was having with King and how King almost didn't show up. So, me showing up at her place that particular day with the intentions of meeting him, it was terrifying because, A, what if he didn't show up? Like, flat out, what if he didn't show up? Um, B, what if he showed up and he was not interested in what he saw? And then C, which actually did come into fruition a little bit, what if I saw him, I thought we connected, but he didn't want to he didn't want to meet one on one, and he didn't. If you know our story, like, you know that he did not. We were sitting at a table together. I said I had to leave, and he was just like, "All right, bye." And he didn't get up. And like I sat with the feeling for like a solid like 3 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh, is he not attracted to me? Is he not interested? And I called the person who introduced us, and I was like, what's up? Is he not interested? And then King came outside and we exchanged numbers, and like, the rest is history. But for a good like solid 3 to 5 minutes, I didn't know. So I get it. It can be so terrifying. But I will say this to you, Holly, and to anyone who's listening. If you are truly interested in dating and truly interested in being with someone, don't be afraid of the no. Be more afraid of not asking and never truly knowing. So if you have a moment, go check out that video on YouTube of the guy. And I'm saying his race so that that can help you narrow down who the video is. It's this guy. He is Asian. I can't think of his name, but he does a YouTube video on I think it was a TED Talk that he was doing. If that may also help narrow it down.
Ooh, how about this? If you
I
find
find it, I give it the link, and then we'll put it in here. But he 100 days of rejection and like what he learned from that. And I'm telling you, it is so crucial. It's so important. We hear it in basketball all the time. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Rejection is terrifying. I have ADHD, so I also have RSD, which is rejection sensitivity. Just something, I forget what that D stands for, but basically it means I take rejection in a different way than the neurotypical person. And I understand, Holly, it is very, very terrifying, but please do not let that scare you away from dating. And trust, it's not easy.
we have our own individual Facebook and YouTube pages. We have the King M.E on Facebook, and we also have the King M.E show on YouTube. Find us over on those platforms as well, because we do a lot more posting and things over there for other stuff. Like we'll have vlogs and things that we put up and stuff like that. Did you
I
get some?
found it.
Oh, I found it. Yeah,
Oh, okay. You
I got
found
the
it.
link.
Okay,
So
perfect.
I was setting this up to say,
Oh, go bet.
because I won't have time to put it in as we have to wrap up here.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you follow our Facebook and our YouTube channel, I will post the link into both of those platforms as its own separate post.
And Holly, this person has a book. So I will say this to you. If you are interested, we would love to mail a book to your house. So if you're willing to send us a message either on the King M.E show or on our individual social media platforms, we will send you a book or send you an Amazon gift card so that you can get the book.
So that you can get the book.
Yeah.
Because we know some people are like, I don't get my address or whatever. Hey,
that's fine. Send us your email address. We'll send you an Amazon gift card.
We'll send you a gift card.
Holly, that is for you.
Susan said, see, I'm not interested in dating.
Holly, where you at? We need to go out for drinks.
No, that's Susan.
Oh, that's Susan.
That was
Sorry.
Susan that said
Susan,
that.
where you at? Because I may not drink, but we should go out for drinks. Like I'll have some alkaline water and you can have something to drink. And we could just, what you call it, chew the fat?
Yeah.
Chew the fat.
Yeah. That's a Southern slang term for those.
I'm from a Southern state.
Oh man. Oh. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the King M.E show. Again, follow us on all of our platforms. Sign up for our newsletter on thekingmeshow.com. Still working out the technical details of the newsletter.
Okay, they don't need to know that part.
But sign up for it regardless. We'll be back live next Monday. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be live next Monday. Anything else? Oh, we had so many other show notes that we didn't get through. Should we do another part 2?
Should we?
I think we should, because there's other good ones in here.
Oh yeah, there was that one we were talking about earlier.
Yes. So
yeah.
Unless something changes, we're gonna have a part 2 of this going into next week. Why do you want a relationship?
Yes.
I'm King.
I'm Michelle.
And we out, y'all.
Love you, baby.
Love you, baby. Peace.